Hi, everybody. Before we start the second episode of the podcast, just fair warning, there's not going to be a video of Jake. We've been trying this for a couple of weeks. Um, it just didn't work out, and we recorded some other episodes, so we're going to release a lot of them at the same time. But yeah, this week no visual of Jake. I don't think next episode there's going to be a visual of Jake. College and stuff, it's kind of got in the way. So, but we're back. We are going to try to do a weekly basis. So yeah, enjoy the episode.
Jonathan? Is that the last donut with red, white, and blue sprinkles?
That's RDJ. Shut up, Vince.
Don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah, get you off the monitor.
I don't read.
Sebastian Stain. Man, you're looking good.
What does the new cow say?
It's lucky you're beautiful because there's nothing up here.
How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen?
Everybody, and welcome to our second episode of the Daily Bugle Podcast.
Woo!
As you can see, if you're watching on YouTube, we are finally in person. We can see each other. So, as you can see, I'm repping the Iron Fist drip.
I did not have any Marvel stuff on me at the moment, but we're working with
It's
it.
okay, Jake.
I know.
You'll get that next time.
I will bring my Spider-Man tidy whities. But yeah, today's segment we are talking about a lot of stuff. I'm really excited. We're gonna be getting into the Hawkeye trailer, which recently dropped. Very excited.
Then our big list is gonna be our rankings of all the MCU movies.
That's going to be very fun, especially after last time we heard Danny's really, really tough take on Spider-Man. I mean, whew.
I don't know, that's tough.
It was we heard many complaints. Thank you for the viewers, by the way. We really appreciate all the love we got on the first episode.
So much. Yes.
Insane.
Thank you, everybody, friends, family. And shout out Straw Hat Goofy,
Yes.
who commented that he's going to watch our podcast. When Jake texted me that, we totally freaked out.
Yeah,
So
it was insane.
so thank you. Shout out him.
Yeah, I was like going through your comment section. I'm like, I wonder if Danny got any comments. Let me let me check this out. And I see Straw Hat Goofy, and I'm like losing it in the elevator. I'm like, I gotta call.
Thanks, bro. It was insane.
And then we're gonna add in a little talk about our top 5 MCU villains and our top 5 least favorite MCU villains, and that's gonna be the wrap up for today's segment. So let's get into a little Hawkeye discussion, shall we? You know what? I think we need to set the music a little bit while talking about Hawkeye.
Let's hear it.
Danny, grab a nice hot
little
chocolate.
Christmas jams.
Yeah, grab a little hot chocolate, a little Santa hat. You ready to cozy up next to me?
In my tidy whities, as you said previously.
I did put them in your stocking this year.
No Cole.
No, cool. Just Spider-Man tidy whities.
Oh, that's what I always wanted.
Oh, I mean, of course. How else would you get through the year without them? You know. So Hawkeye, Christmas. Oh my God, we have a lot to talk about. So I think we should start first right away with the discussion. We're getting more of a comic Hawkeye, which I think
I'm excited.
Yes.
Yeah.
The biggest giveaway, his hearing loss.
Hearing aids. Yeah, bro. I'm so excited about that. I mean, in the comics, he was always like partially deaf. So it's cool to see that. My guess is that they're gonna make it so that like after the Battle of New York at the end of Endgame, that's when he lost his hearing. Being in a giant war, and he's just a normal human. So that's gonna be interesting how they explain that. But yeah,
I think that's the only time you could really throw that in without it being like totally out of pocket for him. But I'm glad we're seeing it, especially like I feel like Hawkeye's been very slept on as an Avenger. I mean, we always have the talk about who should have been Natasha or Clint, and let me say I'm always team Clint surviving on this one. I'm just saying.
Nah, I mean, I'm excited we're getting a show, but I was always team Clint. Jump off the bridge, dog.
No, and you know what? We're gonna see why him not jumping off that bridge is gonna make it so much more flavorful in the MCU. I think that's the word we're looking
Hopefully,
for.
yes. I'm excited because the first thing I thought of when I saw the trailer, because like it being during Christmas,
Mhm.
my mind went to Die Hard. I mean, I was like, "Yo, this is MCU Die Hard."
Yes,
Because
literally.
it's an action adventure movie during Christmas. That
That
doesn't really tie to Christmas, but it's a Christmas movie, so I'm excited to see what they do.
I think that's the biggest thing, the Christmas theme. I feel like,
Hmm
I mean, you can get a Hawkeye thing, but I feel like if they just threw action in there and a little summer movie, I've been like, I don't really give any thought about it. But it really made me think, oh, Die Hard. This is such a Die Hard kind of film. And especially if you watch Die Hard ever, which I'm highly recommending to all you lovely people. It's an amazing movie.
Shout out Bruce Willis.
Sorry. I fully agree. It totally gives off that Die Hardness, but also like a little silly vibe with it. I feel like we only see Hawkeye get sarcastic remarks when Quicksilver was in the picture, but I think we're gonna see a lot more parent, like daughter kind of. I know Kate Bishop is not his daughter, but like I feel like we're gonna see that little connection between the two.
Yeah, I'm surprised that she's starting out as like the identity of Ronin.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's kind of cool because you never really get to see that. Because in the comics, I think she just starts off as like an amateur archer that tries to get better and goes by the name of Hawkeye. But her going as Ronin first is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then also hearing a lot of rumors about the TV show is very interesting.
I've been dodging them. I'm gonna be real. I've dodged every rumor, leak, everything.
I mean, I don't even know if it's a rumor, but it's like a theory
Mhm.
or like a speculation. Somebody said maybe Kingpin will show up from the Daredevil TV show. I don't know if I believe that, but that'd be kind of cool.
I want to see Daredevil so much in the MCU, but that's a different day.
I want to see him in No Way Home.
But I think we're forgetting such a major part of this trailer. That being Rogers the musical. Come on.
Oh my
Come
God,
on.
Rogers the musical, bro. I've seen a bunch of TikToks where
Yes.
they're like, "Oh, what song would be like in the musical?" And you guess what nobody talks about? The Star Spangled Man with the Plan
The number one song.
has to be the first song, like the opening.
It has to be. No,
It has to be.
it has to come when he's
It
on his
has
tour.
to be.
It has to come when he's on his tour.
Nah, I say it's the opening.
If there's not the line dancing scene in the musical, I would be disappointed going to the theaters. I don't know if I would go to the theaters. I need
Yeah,
that full
but
scene.
you know, it'd be really funny if they like actually, like made it a real like musical for people to watch on Disney Plus. That'd be kind of
You
funny.
know how much money they would make? It's not even funny at this point.
It's just Hamilton Part 2.
I actually saw someone on TikTok move the logo up and cut off the top of the O and the G on Rogers, and they kind of cupped his ass, so it was like Rogers, but it was like perfectly around
America's ass.
It was perfectly around Chris Evans' ass,
funny.
and I was like, "That's so good! 10 out of 10. People are so creative. Gotta love that." Can I get over that? And we got to see a new little friend, Lucky the pizza dog? Question mark?
Is he in the trailer? I didn't see him.
He was on the couch.
Guess I'm just blind. But yeah, I'm excited to see who the villains are because I don't think the trailer really gave it away.
They
I don't really
only
know.
showed the.
No, they showed like some action stuff.
Yeah, the tracksuit. Was it the tracksuit mafia or whatever? Or tracksuit Draculas? I know it's.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah, I saw them, but I don't know much about them to like give my take on it.
I see. Oh.
I mean, if we get the same Hawkeye we just got in the last What If episode, I'm gonna be very happy.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know if I was like, should I talk about that or should I not talk about it? I think we could talk about it a tiny bit, just not the rest of the episode.
Yeah, well, that's next week's episode, man. We're gonna talk about What If.
But we can say this What If Hawkeye. Oh, he's awesome.
Now that's the Hawkeye I want.
All the different arrows we saw, the moves, it was great.
The laser net one, that was so cool. Anyway.
Exciting as heck. I cannot explain how I felt about that Hawkeye. 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, all in all, I'm very excited about the new show. I think it's gonna. I kind of want to say it's gonna. In my prediction, it's gonna be ranked the same as Falcon and the Winter Soldier, like at least on that little hype action. And I love Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I don't think it's gonna have as deep as an impact as Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but I feel like on action and like the hypeness of waiting for the next episode, I don't think it's gonna get to WandaVision level, but I think it's gonna be like a Falcon and Winter Soldier level.
Surprise, guys! There's no Mephisto in Hawkeye.
Are you sure?
I know you guys got your hopes up, but not happening.
Are you sure? I really wanted to see Mephisto. I was so excited.
I think actually Lucky the Pizza Dog is
Mephisto?
gonna be Mephisto.
What if
Surprise!
What if he was like honestly? Like, what if Marvel one day was like, you know what? Screw everyone. I'm putting him in.
They can't even do Mephisto.
No.
It has to do with China and stuff. Whatever.
Yeah, they cannot do Mephisto. But they referenced it a tiny bit in Loki, but not enough.
I don't know about that one, but
well, speaking of ranking levels,
yes.
I think we should get into a little fun segment
MCU
of
movies.
Marvel and film ranking.
Now, do we want to go top to bottom or bottom to top?
Let's go bottom to top. And I think
really,
how many?
I was gonna say top to bottom.
I feel like it's got to build up to top because I feel like everyone's got the same bottom. Let's be honest here.
Oh, I don't know about that one, Jake. You know me.
I'm scared. Okay, wait. Okay, how many sections? Mine's ranked into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5.
Mine's 5 sections.
Mine's 6.
But I kind of just like put numbers over them to like rank them.
Okay, mine's in 6
basically.
sections. Do you wanna take turns? You wanna we do a take turn section like?
Sure. Yeah.
I think we should start at the bottom.
It's bottom to top.
Do you want me to go first?
Okay.
I feel like
you want me to go first?
I'll go first. I think you're gonna have some controversial thing that's gonna make me want to flip my computer across the room.
Yeah, eventually.
Okay. So at my bottom, the format I have ranked out is the bottom's called Loser Club. Incredible Hulk.
Okay.
Captain Marvel. Thor: Dark World.
Okay.
Thor: Dark World. I'll let you explain that one. I don't even think I need to explain that one. That is just booty.
Yeah. Okay. So for me.
So I personally.
Oh wait, no, you keep going.
Oh, sorry. Captain Marvel. For me personally, actually, no. Let's go into you, and then I can come back to this because I feel like we're gonna have some crossovers. So let's go with you first.
Yeah. So I have 5 on my bottom.
Oh no.
Mine's my list is called Not For Me. So, last place, Thor: The Dark World.
Mm-hmm.
It's just bad. It's just not good. 28th is Captain Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go into it later.
Mm-hmm.
27. I know it just came out,
I
and
know
you
you're gonna
haven't
say,
seen it.
okay.
Black Widow.
Okay.
26, The Incredible Hulk, and then 25 is Thor. That's the first one.
I thought you were gonna give a really bad take, and I was like sitting in my chair, and I have.
Oh no, the
I have an idea.
bad takes are coming up.
I have an idea of a bad take coming up, and I just know I'm gonna flip.
You know
on
it's coming.
I know it is.
Because you know how much I shit talk it.
I know we're thinking of the same show right now, and I'm just gotta get prepared.
Anyway.
For it.
Yeah, we can both agree
Thor: Dark World.
that
Last.
Thor: The Dark World just ain't it.
Mm-mm.
It's just bad.
No,
It's
no,
just really bad.
I can't actually like sit down. I told my grandma because I watched them all normally, and I go to theaters, but then I also watch it with my grandmother, and she's like, "Let's watch Thor," and I was like, no, let's not." And she's like, "What's so bad?" I'm like, "Thor: Dark World." That enough said. Pick it up from Ragnarok. I mean, we eventually have to go back because Thor: Love and Thunder, but no, it's not. It's not the right move.
Yeah, I told Bianca to just skip it in general.
And
She
should.
didn't.
Oh, but like, name
Yeah.
one thing that happened in that movie, Bianca, right now. Dial her in ASAP.
Bro, she don't even know the main villains.
I bet if
we finished the movie because I finished the ending with her, and I go, what's the main villains group? Like the group. What's their name? She couldn't tell me.
I was about to say, should I call Bianca? Oh, I can't call Bianca. I don't have a phone. I'll be like,
Nope.
I'm calling Bianca right now. Hey, name them villains right now.
And then there's Captain Marvel, and the thing is, Brie Larson's a great actress. I think she was a perfect choice for Captain Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
The just writing was so off. It was so bad. It's the only Marvel movie that has put me to sleep.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I fell asleep
You're
watching it.
You'll kill me when I tell you what Marvel movie I actually fell asleep to.
No way. No,
You'll
can't
know.
you? Okay, anyway.
My problem with Captain Marvel,
hmm
not the worst movie. The writing was not there as much as I wish it was. My hair is like all over my face. I'm very sorry. So the writing wasn't as bad as it could have been, but my main issue was they threw her in very late. And I feel like we got to build with the rest of the Avengers by that time. Like, we knew Captain America, we knew Iron Man, we knew all these people. And then they just throw Captain Marvel in between Infinity War Endgame, and you're automatically supposed to be like, this is the most
The strongest Avenger.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get behind it because I was like, I want to see Carol Danvers take her falls. I want to see Carol Danvers like grow as a hero to get to that level. And her being at that level right away, I get it, but I wish it was done earlier in the phases.
Totally agree. I think watching it in timeline order kind of does make it a little bit better.
It does.
Because one, you kind of get it out of the way, but at the same time, it builds that stuff up where she's like been in outer space forever and she's super powerful. And I think actually, What If really helped her story because you see her a couple times. But we'll get into What If next week.
Yeah, next week. And then Incredible Hulk. I mean, come on, Incredible Hulk. Oof.
Oh, Jake, you skipped one for me.
What?
Black Widow.
Oh, I gotta say this. Disclosure: I have yet to see Black Widow. I'm waiting for my grandmother.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
But after watching it, I'm like, okay, that's a middle MCU movie. Like, it's okay, but not the best.
You can't have.
Now thinking back on it, I would never rewatch that movie. I just wouldn't. It's just not good. It's a little bit disappointing. Florence Pugh and Red Guardian, they do great. They're probably the best part of the movie. It's just
DK Harbor.
Yeah. It's just that Natasha herself just doesn't feel like the main character, and it just falls flat.
See,
so
I mean, I haven't seen it, but from what I've heard from I feel like this late into Marvel to have a mid movie is such a knife twist that it's like,
especially the first movie to be back in theaters after COVID. I mean, it's just
yes. All right. So, I mean, I'm just gonna throw this in because it kind of lines up in the it's gonna go in like the S tier or the worst tier. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Thor. I mean, I'm just gonna throw this in there with you. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I liked it. I really liked seeing Peggy Carter, and I loved seeing Howard Stark more. No, sorry, am I tripping? I am tripping. I'm thinking of Carter.
Well, those TV shows don't count anymore. They're not canon.
Cancel this conversation, ladies and gentlemen. They're not canon. They were mid.
Oh, we skipped Incredible Hulk.
Oh yeah,
It's okay. It's not.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like Edward Norton. I do. I really do.
I like Edward. No, no.
As an
I
actor.
think Mark Ruffalo is a way better Bruce Banner.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
That last fight scene's nice. It's just dialogue's off.
He looks
yeah,
a
it's pretty much it.
lot like.
It's too dark.
You know who Edward Norton reminds me of? Well, he just gives me such Brad Pitt vibes. Like he reminds me. Like,
I wonder why.
He kind of looks like Brad Pitt almost to me. I was like,
A little
whoa.
bit.
I'm like, whoa, get him off screen. I can't look at Brad Pitt anymore. And
I thought that was Brad Pitt for a second.
and then he turned into the Hulk, and I was like, whoa, we just got jacked. I mean, he's going to the gym, creatined up. Brad Pitt, and I was like, I can't watch the movie. So
and then he fights the Abomination, and I'm like, wow, they should really start like a clubs for fighting or something.
Yeah,
like
I mean, it wouldn't be. It'd be club fight. Yeah, let's put a little copyright.
How about Brawl Group?
I like that one. Brawl Group.
Yes, Brawl Group.
Okay, and then Thor.
It's just boring.
It's just boring.
Just boring.
Simple as it is. Just kind
I
of.
think it has good costume design.
Yeah.
But other than that, there's not really anything interesting about it.
I like the characters. I like Darcy. Darcy Lewis is a 10 out of 10 character. No, she's great. Don't stop Darcy.
She gets better in
WandaVision.
WandaVision.
Yeah.
And we'll get to that later.
Okay. So next section I got is very much adequate, which I think
I have the okay tier.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's like B tier movies.
No. It's like C tier.
Yeah, C tier. Okay, I have two. Mine are just both the Ant-Mans. I love Ant-Man. He's one of my favorite heroes.
Wow, really?
Here's why. Literally, Ant-Man is one of my favorite heroes in the MCU. Paul Rudd is perfect. Actually, I probably should have put Ant-Man and the Wasp there, but my only problem is I can't end up liking the villains ever in his movie so far. I thought Darren Cross and Sonny and I guess Ghost were all just like meh characters.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I love watching Hope Van Dyne and Cassidy and Scott, and I love like all of those characters so much. I love the comedy, and I feel like if we just had stronger villains with those movies, they'd be like A tier movies for me.
Yeah, agreed.
In the soundtrack, I love the music too.
For me, I have for 24th, I have Ant-Man and the Wasp because it's just man, it's kind of the Captain Marvel syndrome where it's really late in the game for just a meh movie.
Mm-hmm.
For 23rd is Loki. It's overrated. It's really not that good. You just like it because it reminds you of Doctor Who. Whatever.
Quit.
But I have actual reasons.
Leave.
No. Here's my take.
Wait, hold on. Before you give your take, let me just show off this new, brand new function at the Marquette studio. I can mute Danny whenever I want, like just this. And he's gone, and I don't have to deal with it. But, ladies and gentlemen, this button is really here because Danny's going to give some terrible opinions like Spider-Man 2 and Loki all the time. So we're going to tune him back in for some bad take, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. Here's why I'm right, and you're wrong.
Oh, dare.
There were 6 episodes.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Love it.
Right? 3 of them, boring as hell.
No.
1 of them, completely pointless.
Nope.
There was one scene I really liked where he found all the Infinity Stones in the drawer. But other than that, I mean, it was okay. Like, the 3rd episode where they're on that planet, that was quite literally the most pointless thing in the entire MCU. Like, why? There's nothing new. Like, nothing special happened. And everybody's like, oh, look at the one take. It, like the one take shot, whatever. It was not even good. It was because it was a Marvel TV show and people were like, wah! Anyway. And then 5 and 6, the ending didn't even, like, conclude anything. It just gave us, like, the overall villain and then more setup. There was nothing, like, I don't know. There was nothing to end with. And episode 5, it was okay. I mean, what was it? It was like the variants. I wish we saw more. That's all I wish. But episode 4 was really good. I will say that.
Which one was episode 4?
I think that's the one where like in the end Loki gets stabbed, like Mobius does or whatever.
Are we talking about Old Man Loki, or we're talking about Oh yes, I know you're talking about. I know you're talking about. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna have to breathe in, breathe out. I don't know why we are on a podcast together after that one. That was terrible. Okay. So after that, I'm gonna give you my really cool take. This is the really cool section of my Marvel rankings.
Mm-hmm.
Not in any order, but this is the tiers. Doctor Strange, Iron Man 2.
Okay.
I do have Loki here because it's a little above. It's above it. I can tell you why. And then both Guardians of the Galaxy, which I know they should be in the awesome movie list, but I have a lot of awesome movies, and I feel like
interesting.
Okay,
so my next tier is the good tier, and I have I got. Oh, you're gonna go first. You're gonna explain. Sorry, my bad.
Let me do a little defense real quick on you. Loki, loved it. Here's why. Loved it. I got to really enjoy the character of Loki. Before, I can tell you, rightfully so, I gave 2 craps about this man's existence in the MCU. When he died in theaters, I was so emotionless. And everyone was like, oh my God. And I was just sitting there. I was like, bro,
straight face. I don't give a fuck.
I was like 8 minutes in. I was like, man, I was bummed, I guess. But the only reason I was bummed was because of Ragnarok. And that was like one movie. And I was like, okay, well, we have one movie of him. This one, I loved. We got to see Loki have this whole personality change. I loved to see it because I like seeing Loki as more of a good guy. I loved the characters. I mean, seeing, what's his name? I'm blanking. Riding a jet ski, Owen Wilson, loved the man. He did phenomenal. I like the villains.
Okay,
I thought Sylvie was such a cool variant of Loki. Unpopular opinion, I do like the idea of them dating, but
Jake.
I do. I really do. He's so full of himself that it's like I'm okay with it. And then I will agree. I wish the finale had more action and less just monologuing for Kang. I get why they did it because I know they want to set up the multiverse discussion. But
like
I wish it had more action. I will say that's my only complaint about Loki show. There's a lack of action, but the writing, the dialogue, chef's kiss. Mwah.
Yeah.
Totally deserving of their spot. And then I'll talk about Doctor Strange once you get to Doctor Strange, and Guardians once you get to Guardians, and Iron Man 2.
Well, surprise. So in my good tier, that's next. Unpopular opinion coming up, hot take. 22 is the original Avengers.
Okay. No, I get it.
After watching everything that has happened, I cannot watch that movie and like sit through the entire thing. Because all they do for like half of it is bicker with each other, and it's just kind of annoying. Like I'm just like, all right, get it over with.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
21, I have Iron Man.
The first one?
Yeah.
Bro, what? Run it back over Iron Man 2?
Hold on.
Oh.
I'll get to it. 20 is Iron Man 2.
Okay, swap the two. Iron Man 2 is worse than Iron Man 1.
No, I disagree.
Yes. How so?
Here's the thing. I think Iron Man 2 is the first MCU movie I can like remember. So I have like a
little
like a memory for
I'm
it.
Just kidding. I guess I'll give you that.
And then the best Iron Man movie, Iron Man 3. I don't think that has any debate. One of probably, if not the most underrated MCU movie.
I agree.
I will say that.
It's a very fun one.
And then is Yeah. And then is Guardians Volume 2.
Mhm.
Just it's pretty good. I like I think the strongest suit, like most things, is the music. I think it's a
Oh my
really
lord, the
uh,
soundtrack on
amazing
Guardians
soundtrack.
is
I actually like that soundtrack more than the first one,
it's untouchable. That whole
mainly
soundtrack
because of
is
Southern
just
Nights and Chain, which are top tier songs. And
Guardians.
then
Guardians has by
one
far the
more,
best. Sorry.
in which I won't get into, is What If.
Oh, I forgot to put What If on my list. What If is
You're all
probably
good. You're all
next
good.
to Ant-Man for me.
Wow,
I
interesting.
just do not. I didn't care.
We'll get into it
Yeah,
next week.
we'll
You
get
know.
into it, but I didn't care for some episodes.
Hmm.
Um,
Okay.
Going back to what you're saying though, Guardians of the Galaxy by far the best soundtracks. I mean, it really,
Mhm.
and I feel like, especially with my Icelace, like I've watched it with my mom. I watched it with my dad. My mom hates superhero movies. She actually enjoyed Guardians of the Galaxy. She was laughing. She loved Rocket. She loved the music. She was really into it. And I was like, oh, wow. And same with my
I
dad.
think it's because, to be honest, Guardians movies don't really feel like superhero movies. Only
No.
because, like, when they came out, they were so obscure. Nobody really knew them.
Mhm.
I mean, I knew of Rocket Raccoon because of, like, an old
Comic.
Hulk book or whatever. But, like, I didn't know who the Guardians were. So that was kind of like a new shift, adding such a obscure group to the MCU.
Mhm.
And it really worked. It paid off. I think James Gunn is a master when it comes
So
to
good.
comic book movies,
Mhm.
and he needs to direct way more.
Yes.
I mean, we all love Suicide Squad,
Oh, don't.
and the Guardians movies are really good too.
Mhm. Fully agree. Fully agree. I will say this though. Iron Man 1, I like way more than Iron Man 2. I don't care. Actually, I'm going to wait to what I don't care about. But the villains in Iron Man 2, I just do not care about.
See, I'm the opposite.
I
I like Justin Hammer so much more than Obadiah Stane.
like Justin Hammer, but I'm blanking on his name with the two whips. Crud. Two whip
Whiplash.
Whiplash. Okay, yes. Whiplash, didn't care for him. I thought he was so.
He was okay.
I thought he was.
I liked him.
I thought he was lame. I mean, seriously, at the end, I like the cinematography for it. The fight with Rhodey and him.
Oh my god!
But it was
so good.
Mm-hmm. But it was so lame. Was it Iron Man 3 or Iron Man 2 that he had the drunk fight with Rhodey?
The drunk fight, that was Iron Man 2.
Okay, that was a good fight.
That's when Rhodey stole the Mark 1 or Mark 2, whatever it was, to turn into War Machine.
Here's why I like Iron Man 1. It's I could watch that movie anytime and be like super engulfed. It's Robert Downey Jr.'s acting. It's the plot line to how he became Iron Man. That's so
True.
It takes
It
me in
did
every
start
time.
everything.
And it's like I feel like I can watch Tony Stark do that opening scene where you see him like become this billionaire and just drop the facade so fast the moment he realizes what he's done with his weapons.
Yeah.
And I mean, I will agree, Obadiah Stane's not the coolest villain.
Tony Stark built this in a cave.
In a cave
with
a box of scraps. But I do think that we got to cut some slack to Obadiah Stane because he is the first technically MCU villain to do that little swap twist betrayal. So he's the OG. He is the OG.
Yeah, but we saw that coming. Come on. You're telling me that was a surprise.
From a mile away.
Yeah.
Okay, so next I have the awesome movie list. Mine is, I'm going to throw a lot at you guys. Iron Man 2, Iron Man, Avengers. Actually, no, I'm going to put Avengers, Iron Man 2, Iron Man. Then I'm going to throw Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Then I'm going to put Black Panther. I'm going to put Infinity War. I'm going to put Age of Ultron. And then I'm going to put Spider-Man Homecoming.
Huh. Okay.
Here's my takes real quick. I have to break this to you, Danny. Actually, I will go through it. We already talked about Iron Man's. Avengers, love. I agree with you, though. Too much bickering. Not enough fighting. But I do love the nostalgia that it gives me. It was the first Marvel movie I've watched.
Okay,
Weirdly enough, I just went straight there. And then Falcon and Winter Soldier, just loved. Totally loved. It was really it was just like the cultural impact that it brought, I thought was great. And I further thought seeing that transition for Sam and Bucky into who they are, I thought was phenomenal. I loved it, every second of it. Don't kill me. The movie I slept through the first time in theaters was Age of Ultron.
Oh,
So
you just broke my heart.
I watched the midnight premiere because I watched the first Avengers midnight premiere. Shout out to Devin. It was his birthday party, and it was like midnight, and I fell asleep during Age of Ultron, and I didn't watch the movie till 5 years later.
And you loved it.
I did love it. I
Top
do love
tier.
it, but I did not
Good
watch it
job,
for
man.
5 years, just untouched in my head. And I was like, oh, that movie's ass. And so, yeah, here we are.
Anyway. I have the great tier, that's mine, and it even dips into my top 10, so I will mention that when I get there. 16 is Guardians of the Galaxy. Like I said, great movie. Super obscure characters.
Love it.
It's really good.
Yes.
15 is Ant-Man. That's where I have it. I think, yes, Darren Cross is not the best villain, but I think the comedy carries so much.
It does.
And it holds up so well. That movie is probably one of the funniest.
I might have to add mine higher up on the list. I agree.
14 is Doctor Strange. It's really good.
I agree.
A little boring sometimes. I think the villains are basic, but I love Doctor Strange. I can't wait to see what he does in the future. 13 is Black Panther.
Wow, really?
Listen, I love Black Panther. I was very upset when Chadwick Boseman passed away.
Yeah,
I got a speeding ticket.
You got a
because I was in
speeding
my
ticket.
feels.
In his feelings, drove home from the golf course. So we're at the golf course.
I was very upset.
And I go,
but I really wanted a little bit more. I think I wanted to delve into the world of Wakanda a little bit more, see more of the technological side. That one scene where they're in Shuri's lab and they show off like the sneakers and the new suits. That I love that.
I like
wish
the
there was more
comedy
of
in that scene. That's a good comedy scene.
Yeah, I think Black Panther's a very funny movie.
Well, you know what the
too.
best comedy scene was? Getting a phone call saying, I got a speeding ticket on the way home.
Thanks, Jake.
No
Thanks for
problem.
reminding me.
It was top tier.
Some of the problems I have with it is I don't like Everett Frost. I don't think he needs to be in it. I think he's kind of just the white guy in the movie, and we don't really need that. Whatever. And then the final fight scene, I was disappointed.
Really?
It looked the choreography was really cool, but the animation the CGI was just so bad. It looked like a video game. I don't like it. Number 12.
Wait. Before leaving that,
yes,
you got to throw this in. A big carry for that movie, Killmonger. Oh my.
Oh my God. I'll get to him.
Yeah,
later.
we're gonna get to him. Chef's kiss though.
Number 12 is Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Oh.
I think the best mature MCU movie.
Whoa. 12?
Yeah, it doesn't break my top 10.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
No, my top 10's fair.
Okay.
It's a good top 10 anyway. Yeah, it's the most mature MCU movie. It's very spy-ish. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan of spy movies. Maybe that's why I don't like Black Widow so much. But I think that one does a very well job at being a spy movie. And obviously Bucky, top tier. And Falcon, oh my God, yeah, what the heck?
Yeah,
number 11, Jake, sorry, my man. Spider-Man: Far From Home.
Oh, Lord.
I know, it was so close.
I love it.
But there was just some stuff that beat it out. No. Number 10, Civil War.
Okay, I get that.
I really like Civil War. Obviously, Team Cap. If you're not Team Cap, you didn't watch the movie right.
You did not watch the movie right if you're Team Iron Man. 100%.
Yeah, you didn't really understand the assignment. Number 9 is Ragnarok. Love Thor Ragnarok. Great
Really?
movie. Oh, also one of the funniest movies. I just wish we got to see a little bit more Hulk in the end. I'm not gonna lie. Number 8, Captain America: The First Avenger. That's a movie I can rewatch all the time. I like it so much. It's great.
Okay.
And then number 7 is Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Wow, that's
I
high.
love that show. Other than my top show, I like rewatched all the episodes. It was great. And like
I guess I have, yeah.
John, no, I forgot his last name.
John.
U.S. Agent.
Oh,
He's just
John Walker.
one of the best. Yeah, John Walker.
Hate that man.
He's one of the best like anti-hero. Like he's not a hero, but he's not a villain. It's just he walks that line so well, and that ending of that one, I think it was maybe episode 4,
The bus
where he has like the blood on the shield.
That was
Maybe it was
so
episode
good.
3.
That was so
Top
good.
10. Oh, that was amazing. And then the fight scene in the next, like the opening fight scene of the next episode was so good. I rewatch that fight scene all the time. I love it. And the costuming. Everything about that place is so good. The only thing I don't like is Carly. I mean, I just think she's a super weak villain. But yeah, that's my great tier.
Wait. Let me.
And then we get to move in the best tier.
A little take on that though. I fully agree with everything you said, except I did not care for the John Walker Sam Bucky fight, just because
What?
I thought Bucky was so nerfed. He was like
That is true.
he was like getting thrown. Hello?
I
Oh, sorry, my
I
bad.
remember when we saw that and we were like, bro, this man's supposed to be a super soldier.
He's
What
a
happened?
super soldier assassin, number 1, supposed to be able
He
to
just got
clap
too
people,
good.
and he
That
he
they
has
were like, okay, we
serum.
gotta-
He has serum.
Yeah.
How's my boy
Yeah.
getting clapped by John Walker? I was like, huh?
Listen, I think Civil War and especially Winter Soldier showed us how dangerous he can be.
As he should
Like,
be.
but he was too dangerous. Like they really needed to nerf him.
No, they didn't. He's cool as hell.
Maybe he doesn't remember because of amnesia. Whatever, I don't know.
Top 7. Here we go for me. Number 7, WandaVision. No, sorry.
Okay.
Number 7, Civil War. We got the introduction of Spider-Man, which I thought was really cool. Love to see. I did like the pick your own side fight. Team Cap, 100%.
Yeah, come on, there's no side to pick.
Come on, guys. Team Cap. Love it. Got to see it. I did love to see the emotions portrayed, though, by both sides. I thought Robert Downey Jr., I thought Chris Evans really pulled out all the emotions, and it was really cool. And the fight at the airport was sick, and it was just a lot. My only takeaway, didn't feel like a Captain America movie. Felt like just a little Avengers movie.
Like an Avengers movie.
And I feel
Yeah,
like
I get
I
that.
wanted more Chris Evans Captain America. Number 6,
Yeah, fair enough.
WandaVision. I loved it. I mean, every weekend, me
Mm.
and Danny were calling each other. We were just freaking out about it. We were like, oh my gosh, this happened. Or did you see this? This ending. My only issue would be, actually, I love the villains. Only issue I guess I could see, I love the first 2 episodes. I feel like some people don't. My parents, for example, they were like they loved the nostalgia effect of it, but they were kind of drawn away too because it wasn't like action.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to deduct a few points for that, but I loved it. I mean, I can't say anything bad about it personally. I enjoyed every second. I enjoyed the anticipation. I feel like it'd be a little less fun if you were watching it later on. But if you had the experience of like waking up every Friday to that, oh,
Dude, I had an alarm set at 3 a.m. for that shit.
so
It was
good.
like crazy.
And
I was like so ready.
not even that, the characters, Vision, loved. My boy, oh,
Oh my god, yes.
Darcy, and then the number 1 magician in all our eyes.
Jimmy Woo!
Woo! I love the Jimmy Woo
The
TikTok.
Woo!
I'm gonna get to my my top 3. I'm gonna cut at my 3rd. Then coming in at number 5, Captain America, The First Avenger. It's a classic. I could watch it anytime. It's really good. It's how a superhero story should go, I think. It's the all-American Chris Evans. You love this. And it's, like, really funny, too. Like, for a movie that's, like, I guess supposed to be not as funny, you got to see, like, a little comedy in there, and I really enjoyed it. I can't explain why. It's just very compelling to watch.
It's very comic-y.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it feels like a comic book movie. Yeah, I totally get what you're saying.
Number 4, Captain America, The Winter Soldier, action. I mean, I'm going to say... Oh! Add this on. Sorry. Coming in, number 5... I don't know if I'm going to say number 5. Running back.
It's going to be number 5?
Number 6, number 5, Shang-Chi. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Edge of your seat. Whole movie. The best fighting in the MCU. Hands down. It is downright beautiful. The martial arts, the characters, the CGI, one of the best villains. Oh, it was just top 6. And I guess then coming in at number 4, Captain America, The Winter Soldier. Again, the action, it's probably tied with Shang-Chi. I love the fighting. The Bucky reveal was crazy to my grandma and me.
Who the hell is Bucky?
We got a little Sam. We got On Your Left. It was just, I can watch it anytime again. Loved it. 10 out of 10.
All right. Well, I'll do my 6 through 4. In 6th place. Now, granted, I haven't seen it. But for the fact that it's been actually my most anticipated movie, and there are so many good reviews, and I love Simu Liu, number 6 is Shang-Chi. Haven't seen it, but that's where I'm going to place it. Could go higher, could go lower. Who knows?
It's going to go. It's right there. It's so deserving.
Number 5, WandaVision. Oh, my God. I love WandaVision so much. Yeah, it's so great. And, like, like Jake said, the first 2 episodes I didn't like originally. Like, I skipped them entirely. I went to episode 3.
I know. I was so mad about it.
Finished it.
I was so mad about it.
I went back and watched it, and it's just so heartbreaking. WandaVision made me cry a lot.
Oh, to grow old in with me.
Oh, Jake. Don't even. I got Bianca that phone case. I
could not do it.
I bawled my eyes out because I can relate to Mo.
And wait, hold on. We also got, ladies and gentlemen, I hope we can put this up on the screen. Danny Vachon, a beautiful photo of Vision in a little turtleneck, a little black turtleneck,
a little do-rag,
and we put there's a little do-rag, and we have Danny.
Gotta do me like that, Jake.
We put Danny on there, and it's now my phone contact. So if I get a call, it's from Danny Vachon, and he's all red, and it's 10 out of 10. Love it.
Well, Jake, you're lucky we're not showing you my phone contact picture of you. So
Okay.
Anyway, and then number 4. Is it Infinity War?
Infinity?
Right? Yeah, that's Infinity War. Yeah, it's Infinity War.
Okay.
I love it. I think it's the best paced Marvel movie. Really good.
Yeah.
The most shocking ending in every Marvel movie. I mean, anybody can say that.
It was very shocking.
Nobody was expecting it. Really, I don't think anybody was. I think the craziest thing, which I don't really see anybody talking about it anymore, was in the trailer. They're like, I think the first one or second one or something, like, you see Spider-Man's death, but you don't, like, I never, like, connect them, like, oh, he's dying right there. So it was crazy. Anyway, you want to break your top 3, Jakey?
I do. Number 3, Thor Ragnarok. Taika Waititi just nailed it. Oh my goodness. The fighting, the music, the characters, it was phenomenal to see. I loved. Okay, here's where you got to give the biggest props to, and here's why it's totally in my top 3. Thor before Taika Waititi did not care for. If he got killed in the Avengers, boo-hoo. But
Oh my God.
Taika Waititi turned him into this lovable, goofy character. He had so much personality all of a sudden. He was I mean, just the beginning 5 minutes with his talk was just hilarious, and I think that's the hardest I've laughed at any Marvel movie by far. The comedy's there, the fighting's there. It's so quotable. He's a friend from work. All that, just
The story behind that quote is so crazy.
and it's great. It's like there's so much comedy in there, but it also brings such a cool character like Hela,
Agreed.
and it's just chef's kiss. And Val, 10 out of 10. Number 2, Avengers Endgame. I cried like a
like a baby.
actually the first time I watched it with my family and a few of my hometown. Well, actually, it was just Devin and Malia and Josh and my family. I couldn't cry because there was just so many people, but my eyes just got really sweaty, and I kind of dipped my head down at the end when they were dancing. I didn't even cry at Tony Stark's death. I did not.
Don't even mention it. I'm gonna tear up now.
It was the dance between Steve and Peggy. I just could not look at it. I couldn't explain it. Maybe it was like growing up watching all the movies to see that moment, but something filled inside of me.
Like we both agree, it's a perfect ending.
It's a perfect ending.
It's a perfect ending to a story.
No matter what anyone says about Steve Rogers, I hope, I know there's a few listeners that will disagree. It was not selfish. He deserved that dance. 100 and trillion%. Loved it. And then, number 1, I touched upon it last week, Spider-Man Far From Home. Not because it actually, I could definitely not make a case that it's the best Marvel movie ever. Reasons of just, it fills me with joy. I watched it like 10 times now. It's just such a movie I could turn on and smile, and just every time I'm like, oh, I wonder what's going to happen next. Like, no shit, Jake Mysterio. But like, but it's still like really encaptures, I guess, being a teenager, and while I'm still young, it's a very fun watch.
I agree.
All
right.
Hit them with it.
Let's break my top 3. So number 3, Endgame.
Yes.
Again, I think for a 3-hour movie, that movie is so well paced. I think it has one of the most interesting concepts, being a time heist. For an Avengers movie? Insane. And yeah, the Last Dance, you could show me literally a clip on YouTube and I will start crying. Like, it's insane. It makes me so emotional. Maybe that's because Cap is in my top 3 favorites. It's just, I love him. Number 2, my previous number 1 before number 1 took over, Avengers Age of Ultron. Now, I'll get this into my top 5 villains list, but I just love it. I don't know what it is about it. I just love it. I will always watch it. I will always enjoy it. Like, it's just great. And my favorite part of it is the costuming. I'm a bitch for costuming.
No, understandable.
And those costumes are just great.
No, they are.
Having Cap have the magnetic glove. Oh, it's just great. And then Ultron, I'll get to Ultron later. And then number 1, and I also touched on this last week, Spider-Man Homecoming. Come on.
It's so good. It's so good.
The perfect blend of slice of life and superhero.
Yeah.
And I can relate because I'm still a teenager. And yeah, it's just like, I love it so much. And I think me and Jake both relate to Peter Parker very much. And that's why I think a lot of his movies do rank pretty high.
ENFPs.
Because it has that relatability factor.
Yes.
So
I fully agree. It's just, it's an all-around movie, and I mean, all in all, Marvel movies are ranked so high in like all-time movies. Like, I can't even say like in my top 10 movies of all time.
As like a genre of different. No,
it totally deserves it. However, I do not think we're gonna have time to hit villains this week. I think we're gonna have to put that
I can't. No, come on. Let's do it. Let's run through it.
We're in an hour.
We can go a little bit longer. No, because remember we had that little mishap. Oh, yeah. We don't have to go too much into it.
Okay, we'll kind of
we'll say them. You know what? Let's listen. What we'll do. We'll say them, and then we can respond next week to what people say about our opinions.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I kind of like that. Okay.
Mm-hmm. For top 5, let's go bottom to top, and then bottom 5, let's go top to bottom.
Okay, so you do yours first.
Okay, so for top 5 favorites,
Wait,
at
hold
the
on. Let me get a
bottom,
drum roll for you. Coming in at top
Miss
5
Agatha
favorites.
Harkness.
Favorite?
Oh, great villain, great theme.
Oh, fifth.
No, not favorite.
Oh, sorry, 5th favorite.
Like
Continue.
I'm starting at the bottom, and then I'm
Yep.
going to the top. Of my
Number
favorites.
5.
Number 5, Agatha.
Woo.
Number 4, Zemo.
Okay.
Number 3, Killmonger.
Okay.
Number 2, Mysterio.
Okay.
And number 1, Mr. Ultron himself.
I like it. Okay.
Which, yeah, I know. Surprise, Thanos is not on my list.
For me, I put a tie. I really couldn't really debate between these 3. So Killmonger, Agatha, Wenwu, all of them 5.
Okay.
4, I guess Mysterio 5 too. 4, Thanos. 3, Ultron. 2, Loki. Number 1, Bully Maguire. I'm just kidding. I have to bring him up every podcast. He'll throw some dirt in your eye if I don't.
We should well, when we get super famous, because that's gonna
Obviously,
happen.
totally.
We should make T-shirts
Say
of
Bully
our
Maguire.
heads on Bully Maguire's body.
I have an idea for a video about Bully Maguire. I'm not going to talk about it. I'll talk about
We're
you.
gonna do a full podcast
I
of
have
Bully
such
Maguire.
a fun idea. It's such a fun
The
idea.
in-depth version of Bully Maguire. Wait, Jake, our first in-person one should be us dressing up as
Is Bully Maguire? What do we think, viewers? We're going to need a take on this. And then number 1, Baron Zemo. Love it. Can't explain why. I'll explain
Okay.
why later, but yeah.
Great villain.
All right. Give me your top 5 worst.
So, my favorite of the least favorites. So like this is not like the worst one. This is like the best of the worst, basically. Me's your number 2. It's Loki. I just don't think he's that good of a villain. I think he's weak.
Just have a
It's
bad
just
opinion.
kinda boring.
No, it's okay. Just get kicked off the podcast in like 2
And
seconds.
then, no, it's so funny because the rest of them, oh my god, you'll see. And then next is Ronan from Guardians of the Galaxy. It's just basic, nothing interesting. And then the Dark Elves, and then Taskmaster, which I could go on my own podcast for a full hour and rant about how much I hate Taskmaster. And then my least favorite villain is the dude from Captain Marvel. I forgot his name.
I think I have it. Hold on.
He's just so
He's really
pointless.
boring. I'll give you that. He's really boring. I was on this website and they're like number 8. I'm like, okay, let's not.
Like best villains?
Jan Rog. I could never have told you that.
That's his name?
I could physically have never told. Put a gun to my head. Be like, tell me the
I
name.
deadass wrote the dude from Captain Marvel. Like he's so forgettable.
Dude, I mean, actor killed it. Shout out to that actor. But Jan Rog.
No, he didn't.
What
What are you talking
What do
about?
you mean? The writing was bad. It's like working with bad writing. Jan Rog,
Yeah,
though,
but at least whatever.
that's never come out of my mouth before today. So
Jan Rog. That's his name. That's such a lame
that is
name too.
yeah.
Whatever.
We're about to lose a bunch of viewers named Jan Rog. How dare you?
Yeah.
Okay, number 5, Malkith, Dark Elves.
Mm-hmm.
They're there. Number 4, Darren Cross.
Interesting.
I
Okay.
can't tell you why. I will later. Number 3, don't kill me, Dormammu.
Okay.
Yeah,
He
Dormammu.
wasn't-
I mean, come on.
I mean, I liked him, but like, he's not anything crazy.
I didn't care too crap.
I wish we got to see more of him because Dormammu in the comics goes
hard,
That was
but
fucking hard.
5 minutes
Yeah,
of this man
for
was
sure.
lame as hell. Number 2, Taskmaster. Number 1, Sonny Birch. Who gave a shit about this
Really?
man? Dude,
Bro.
he was just. I love the actor. Honestly, 10 out of 10 actor. That
Yo,
I can't
shout
talk
out
about it.
Quentin Tarantino for making that man's career, but yeah,
I can't talk about it, but like, really, him? He was so. Ugh.
I don't even. Is he from the comics? I don't think he is. That's the thing.
No, you know what he is.
I think he was like a
lame.
MCU. He was just pointless.
He was the worst. All he did was call people on a
All he-
phone.
All he did, like important in that movie, was just take the briefcase for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, I got the briefcase. Ha ha ha. Like,
Or the building or whatever.
and I guess he gave more dialogue from my boy. I'm trying to think of the what is the Yaga Baba? Oh, I'm trying to think.
Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga. Baba. He brought more dialogue to the Baba Yaga discussion, which is
Fair enough.
lovely.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I hope
Right.
we get some feedback on our.
Yeah,
We're
if
gonna-
you're listening or watch, please send us your feedback on how wrong Jake is and how right I am,
No, guys, come on. He literally
or
put.
vice versa.
Yeah, I was like, hit with the vice versa. Where'd you put Loki?
I know it's
again?
going to be more vice versa than the one I said. So
As it should be. But yeah, thank you for listening this week. We'll be coming to you next week with discussion from you guys. We might even try this dial-in feature eventually because we can ring you lovely people into the call.
that would be interesting.
And yeah, what if?
Yeah, check us out on YouTube now. We're finally on YouTube.
Yes.
I know like I said last week, breaking that YouTube barrier. Yeah.
Yeah. We also got SoundCloud, Spotify, and you can find us on iTunes. So
Apple Podcast, yes. But yeah, next week is all about what if.
can't wait.
And what else? I think we said Venom 2.
Venom.
Hopefully we're gonna be able to see that. The both of us at least.
Yeah.
Because I'm really excited. I've heard a lot of really good things. Maybe a little bit talking about Miss Marvel. And yeah.
Until
We'll
then,
get into it next week.
Until then, let's cuddle under the fireplace. And,
Well, look cozy nice. Shout out Shahad Goofy one more time.
yeah, thank you. Oh,
You're a
and
real one.
a shout out. I do not have it on my phone, but go listen to our first podcast, our first episode. Go to the end, and then I'm blanking on her name. I think it's Evelyn Rose. She gave
Evelyn
us
Rose, that is correct.
yes for the
For
intro.
that awesome intro.
Yes, thank you. We still can't reach out to you, but if you ever hear this, thank you. I hope you guys all have a
Well,
lovely night. It is currently
yeah.
2:30 for Danny and 1:30 for me, and this is
That is
normal
correct.
hours. All right. Good night, Danny.
And
Good
this
night,
is
viewers.
Jake and Danny signing out.
All right. See ya.